The xParticles system object is a self-contained hub for your simulations. Let's load one up. What you get is a full hierarchy of objects. These are all just nulls, and each one will contain the relevant objects. If you look in the viewport, there is the xParticles icon. This icon can be color changed, on and off, or size. This is if you have more than one system object and you need to differentiate between the two or more. You can change their color, and you can see it updates here and it updates here, and that way you can see exactly what you need to see when you're quickly looking at your hierarchy. So let's put it back to the default. You can turn this on and off, and you can change the size. We also have an objects list, which is when you have the system selected, you'll get the object list, and this is all the objects inside of xParticles. So for example, we need an emitter. We just go to generator objects, enable emitter, and that will put one correctly in the emitter's null, and then we have an emitter ready to go. This also works by selecting the nulls. Each null will have its own object list. So dynamic objects, groups will create a group, emitters will create an emitter, generators gives you the list of relevant generators available, other objects are the other objects list, modifiers gives you all the modifiers in their separate categories, questions will create a folder because questions are generated through the emitter, and actions. So this is used to keep a clean hierarchy and clean system. When you're using a system like this and you have modifiers, so let's add a modifier in, any will do. If we have a separate system, so we'll go to the xParticles menu, I'll create another one, and I'll make this one blue and move it over here, and I have an emitter. The particles inside this system will use the modifiers from this system unless you tell them not to, and the way to do that is to go to your emitter, modifiers, only modifiers in this system. If you enable that, then they will only be affected inside this system's hierarchy.